Blutbad.
Hello and welcome back to another Halloween toy photography video. This week I'm going to show you how to use lighting to give your shot an eerie atmosphere. I call this shot, Another for the Mothers. The toys I used were Grand Admiral Thrawn, a Sand Trooper, 2 Night Troopers, and Captain Enoch from Hasbro's Star Wars The Black Series. Every spooky season, I like to let my love of horror bleed through into my work. This year, I thought I'd make a zombie scene with my Night Troopers. The inclusion of Thrawn working with the Great Mothers to reanimate the corpses of his troops in the Ahsoka series was a nice little injection of horror into a franchise that I think could use a lot more of it. For this shot, I wanted my main source of light to be underneath my characters, so I built a stage out of cinder blocks and a paving stone, leaving a gap in the middle for a couple of small lights. I put an LED panel light in the front to cast a soft glow on my subjects, and a spotlight in the back to cast harsher shadows through my 3D printed floor grating. To complete the set, I placed a 3D printed door in the background. Next, it was time to pose my figures. I placed my Stormtrooper dead center and my Night Trooper off to the side with the dead Trooper's helmet under his arm. With the opening of the helmet facing upwards, I was hoping to suggest that he was using it as a bucket and it might not be empty. With my subjects in position, I fleshed out the background and foreground with a supporting cast. Lastly, I sprayed some atmosphere under my floor grating to give the lighting more ambiance. Here's my starting image. This was a simple edit. My main concern was lighting and color grading. I began with a levels adjustment layer, really cranking the darks and lights to get a lot of contrast, followed by a color balance adjustment layer to tone down the greens in the periphery of the shot. Next, I removed the articulation joints on my figures, and then used the dodge tool to lighten up some of the features I wanted to highlight on my cast. Most of these characters have glowing eyes, so I used the pen tool and brush tool along with layer effects to paint those in. I initially painted them from memory, but after adding Thrawn's eyes, I realized I should maybe check a reference image and ended up redoing the Trooper's eyes from scratch. So once again, here's my starting image. And here's where I ended up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and make sure to check me out on Instagram. Happy Halloween!